If a notarial act relates to a statement made in or a signature executed on a record, the individual making the statement or executing the signature shall appear personally before the notarial officer, or shall use communication technology to appear before the notarial officer. Generally, this chapter does not apply with respect to wills and codicils. Consult with a professional when dealing with wills and codicils and related records. Here are some definitions you should be aware of when using communication technology. Biometric identification means using a human's physical or behavioral human features to digitally identify a person. Examples of biometric identification include systems that use fingerprints and facial and voice patterns. Communication technology means an electronic device or process that allows a notarial officer and a remotely located individual to communicate with each other simultaneously by sight and sound, and, when necessary and consistent with other applicable law, facilitates communication with a remotely located individual who has a vision, hearing, or speech impairment. Digital Public Key Certificate means an electronic credential issued by a trusted third party that is used to identify a person who signed an electronic record. Dynamic Knowledge-Based Authentication Assessment means identifying a person by asking the person a set of questions derived from public or private data sources for which the person has not been provided prior answers. Foreign state means a jurisdiction other than the United States, a state, or a federally recognized indigenous tribe. Identity proofing means a process or service by which a third person provides a notarial officer with a means to verify the identity of a remotely located individual by a review of personal information from public or private data sources. Outside the United States means a location outside the geographic boundaries of the United States, Puerto Rico, the United States Virgin Islands, and any territory, insular possession, or other location subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. Remotely located individual means an individual who is not in the physical presence of a notarial officer performing a notarial act. Before using communication and electronic technology to perform notarial acts, notaries must notify the state treasurer at www.nj.gov/njbgs that the notary public will be performing such notarial acts and identify the technologies the notary public intends to use. A remotely located individual may comply with this chapter and subsections A and B of NJSA 4614-2. Officers authorized to take acknowledgments and proofs by using communication technology to appear before a notarial officer. Remember that a notarial act performed using communication technology for a remotely located individual is deemed performed in New Jersey and is governed by New Jersey law.